news for you. Yes, I do. I'm like your angel of love, girl. I've come to see you through. So when you cry, let me wipe your tears. When you're scared, I wanna be there to calm your fears. When you're in need, baby, ring my phone. I'll run right over and we'll make love all night long.
Yo, what's cracking?
What's going on?
I was like, can y'all not hear me?
It's the show about what are we going to discuss today? We're going to discuss quantum physics. I think that'd be a good topic.
You think that'd be?
Yeah, that's what everybody tuned in for, right?
I think so. I think quantum physics. That's the new Marvel movie, right?
Something like that.
Hey, man, I am, as I say every week, I'm not being rude. I am sharing the show. I'm hoping that you all will do the same thing to your pages, to your individual pages. Big Phil, you know everybody in the world, so we certainly want you to share it to your page. You know, maybe Barack will tune in or something.
Oh my goodness.
He like, yeah, Barack Wilborn from on 43rd.
Alrighty.
And if you're watching us, I hope you're watching us. We certainly want you to share the show. Copy the URL and paste it into your feed, as opposed to just sharing it. Y'all all right, man? Everybody doing good?
Yep.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Y'all look good.
Mel, would you be divulging any huge secrets about what your plans are for your first Valentine's Day?
She ain't getting nothing.
Dang.
Hey, she got it already, right? She got it already.
Sweetest Day did not go over well. So
so you've vindictive. So you're gonna punish her for Sweetest Day?
Yes. And she knows it.
Oh wow. That's
Sweetest Day is ours, right?
Supposedly,
yeah.
But
supposedly. It's like Father's Day. It really doesn't exist.
Right. It's
Honestly, I've been taken care of on Sweetest Day. I'm good.
Hey Phil, it's that pacifier that they give us to keep us in line.
Go sit down over there.
Yeah.
Y'all are mad. See, here's what you need to do. Here's Love Doctor Advice, episode 1. Declare and become a Jehovah's Witness right after Thanksgiving. And then convert back on February 15th. Then you got it made. You don't celebrate that stuff. And there you go. You cover it. No gift giving.
That has never worked for me.
Oh, that's right. You were.
You know, Glenn, I don't know that you got the track record that I would, you would be who I chose to take all my advice from. I'm just saying.
I'm appalled.
Are you? My pleasure to meet you, appalled. Hey man, I'd like to keep it light. I was told by production team I couldn't talk about all the gutter bucket. Hey baby, good seeing you last night. Gutter bucket stuff I wanted to talk about. As I sip on my Uncle Nearest and ginger beer. But hey man, I've been told to keep it light. So I want to ask you, man, in the spirit of love, what are the love songs that come to mind when you think about really, really, really being in love? Like really, really being in love.
So you're gonna use my platform. There's no warning, because you always say we ain't no DJs like you. We need time to think about this, man.
Oh, now you own the whole music platform. What are we?
He got your voice down.
Just because you're a singer, don't mean you get to ask the question.
Oh, so you're taking Mel's music.
I guess that's what's happening right now. Yeah, I was totally unaware of that, but
I know. I think he's a little put.
Well, Mel, would you like us to wait and we'll do a love song list at the end of the show?
Good. I mean, I got 7 of them right off the bat, but you know, go ahead, carry on.
Hey,
just
hey,
asked for
man,
one,
I had to think of things after I was told I couldn't be nasty and raunchy. So I love music as well. So I was, like when I was in eighth,
just as
huh?
long as it's grooving.
What'd you say? When I was in
You said
eighth
I love
grade,
music.
yeah, I got you now. Oh, when I was in eighth grade, "Groove with You" by the Isley Brothers was. I still remember who my little eighth grade
Wow,
girlfriend
that came
was.
out
And
before I was born. Damn. That's good though.
oh,
I love the oldies.
you doing the Kevin Hart damn?
I love the oldies.
Yeah, had I thought about that, I wouldn't have put it out there like that.
You gotta put yourself out there. That's on you.
Yeah, hey, I can't blame nobody. But yeah, she ended up leaving me for my best friend though. So it was.
Dang.
I ain't making that up either. That's
This show is
we
not
believe
gonna
you.
go like you think it is, producers. You might as well let John talk about anything he wants because he's gonna mess it up. He's sabotaging it already.
Robert.
He started with heartbreak.
Right.
Robert, what?
Robert, that's all we need.
What?
Yeah, let's turn this show around. What you got for me, baby?
Oh, you gonna turn it around? You
Come
equipped
on.
to turn it around?
Talk to me. What you got?
What are your favorite love
Let
songs?
me look up
Robert?
some.
Let me go pull something up, man.
Oh yeah, well, I should have asked Mel, despite his disdain. He would have at least been able to give me 7 right off the bat.
I'm ready, man. If you want the youngest to go first, I'll knock it out.
All right, I'll go first if you ask me to.
It's a lie, Glenn. You're not the youngest.
I keep telling people, look at me and look at Mel. Mel, if get off my Mel is if the man your mama told you don't walk on his grass because he got weapons or a person, it'd be Mel.
Hey, I will say this about Mel. Mel may have the gray hair, but he does look like he grayed early. He doesn't look like he's supposed to have gray hair. He looks like he grayed early, which gray hair is supposed to be good luck. I grew up, if you got gray hair early or a streak, it was good luck. So I don't know. Mel would have to tell you if that.
It's gonna be one of those shows. Sean's gonna be a male apologist tonight. Phil, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
I need somebody that's the voice of reason on this show.
Me and Mel ain't got to fight every damn show.
It's better that way for rating.
I need time to find a song.
Y'all see that? Mel, come on, start us off with
I need more time. All I got right now is Sadness by Enigma. Let's see. Let me find another one.
Sadness by Enigma.
Sadness by Enigma. Man,
These were love songs, Phil. These were love songs.
Oh, I'm going through. I have no idea, bro.
Phil, not songs that make you want to commit suicide. It's
no.
Nothing. Mel, while they try to get it together, I'll match you one every time you give me one. So, Do It by Prince. Make Me Say It Again, Girl by the Brothers.
You just gonna keep going with your 8th grade album. Huh?
I know. Really. The whole album.
It's a long road. It's a long road. So
he got the liner notes sitting over there.
I'm gonna come all the way up to what's my girl's name that's married to the basketball player?
Mia.
No.
Yeah.
The one everybody loves. I can't think of her name right now.
Everybody loves Mia.
She married to Shumpert. She married to Iman Shumpert. Yeah. I'm gonna come all the way up to Tiana. So I got a why.
Well, I'll give you another one because Robert is still searching the Encyclopedia Britannica.
I'm over here with a whole encyclopedia.
Robert in the Jehovah Witness Bible trying to find love songs. It's not gonna happen. But go ahead.
You got one, Robert? Or?
I'm gonna come for you, man. I'm gonna come for you. I'm
trying to think
of. I'm
Can
thinking of the
Can I go?
Go ahead, Gwyneth.
All right. Lead Me Into Love, Anita Baker. The One by Prince, since we're doing Prince. Who's next?
Phil, you had something cocked that was.
I got one that I've always.
It ain't gonna make me want to jump off a bridge now.
No. Prince, and I'm glad you brought Prince up, Glenn. The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. That one. That's always.
Always. That's real nice. That's real.
That's good.
I gotta hit you with yes, Mel, an 8th grade joint. Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. I Love You Too Much. That may be my favorite love song of all time.
Hey, here's a hidden gem that y'all don't know. If you go to the Janet Jackson album Discipline, the title track Discipline, just listen to that. I can neither confirm nor deny any of what she's talking about in that, but just listen to the song.
That was so ambiguous, Glenn.
Yeah, it was, and it's probably not.
It's a good song, so everybody go check
probably
that
an
out.
S&M song, knowing Janet and knowing Glenn. I Gotta Be, Jagged Edge.
That's not bad. That's not
Walked
bad.
Out of Heaven, Jagged Edge.
Kissing You, Keith Washington.
Oh wow.
His voice is so annoying, though, man. It's,
Candlelight in You, Keith Washington and Shantae Moore. Candlelight in You.
Yeah, that's a nice song, man. But I never could really warm up to his voice, man. It was just always so odd sounding to me.
Oh, I'm What You Need by Shantae Moore. I think she wrote that for me.
Yeah.
Boy, that one right there.
Yeah.
Sunshine, Alexander O'Neal.
Okay.
I have Rashawn Patterson, Spend the Night.
Did somebody text that to you, Robert?
Smart Alec.
All right, Between the Sheets, Isley Brothers. Let's just
Yeah. Absolutely, Between the Sheets, Isley. Anything by Fortunate by Maxwell, Love by Cold Child.
Till the Cops Come Knocking.
Yeah.
Some D'Angelo.
Darling Nikki is not a love song.
Who put Darling Nikki? Was that Raj?
Yeah, this new joint by Yebba, Heartbreak. It's more like an interlude.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh man, that thing now I can put that on a loop and just let it go. But
Blow the Whistle, Too Short.
What's your favorite word, Phil?
Hey, man. Can I just say it did my heart good to see Rakim and Too Short rocking the Grammy stage.
Man, that was great.
Hey man, I don't know what I was doing or what I was watching, but I totally forgot about the Grammys, and then I kept hearing about the Grammys hip hop tribute, and I've not been able to find the consolidated, version of it, like on YouTube from start to finish. I'm like, if y'all find that or know where it is or whatever, man, let me know because I want to.
Other than J-Lo and Ben Affleck and
oh, that was funny.
And
Beyonce and Jay.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
That was
tripping. My wedding song, Lessons, Eric Roberson.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hey, what? That was your wedding song? That's dope.
So did anybody say Eric Benet, I Want to Be Loved?
Nah,
I've done that live. That's a dope song. Right?
Eric Benet, Let's Stay Together is another beautiful one.
I've done that live. Yeah, that's dope.
Hey,
Mel,
I'm gonna give you props, Sean. I'm gonna give you props. You don't have to be alone. There's a track.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I used to sing Kim, I Promise to Love, but we ain't singing that one no more.
We ain't singing that no more.
Because nobody believes you.
Peter promised too many people. That's the
Three
thing.
people believe me.
One More Sweet Baby by Stanley Clark and
Oh yeah, that's classic there, Phil. That's
okay.
Broken Promises is really not what you want to call a love song.
I know.
It's
if
slow.
That's the case, then Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away by Motley Crue.
There you go.
My favorite.
Mel, what'd you say your wedding song was?
Lessons, Eric Roberson.
The remix or the original?
The original.
Yeah, the remix is dope too. Yeah.
Remix is dope, but yeah.
What were you getting ready to say?
Also, Black Love by Masego.
Oh,
my nephew put me up on Masego. I'm not hip to that track though.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah. Hey man, let me ask you this: there are two questions. They sound similar, but what makes a woman your choice?
here we go.
Uh-oh.
Robert, what do you expect me to do? Fart with my armpits up here?
That's what you do in the green room. Well, no change.
Yeah, but this, you looking like the black Hugh Hefner with your wine and your turtleneck, Glenn. Don't you gonna make me come for you? What makes a woman?
If Hugh Hefner and Donatello from the Ninja Turtles had a baby, it'd be Glenn.
That was.
That's pretty funny.
You're so funny.
That's pretty funny. Phil, I know that you at one time made the major commitment.
Yes.
So talk to me. What What I mean, clearly, everything didn't stay the same. But what
Stay the
makes
same.
what makes
you
a
know
woman
what?
your choice?
You know what? That was my first time ever falling in love.
Mm.
So it was all new to me. I didn't know what this feeling was. I couldn't sleep. I saw her from across the room.
Hey man, I didn't know you personally, but I will tell you, she was, she was easy on the eyes.
Oh, without a doubt, absolutely.
Let's say that she was easy on
Still
the eyes.
is, and just couldn't. I saw her, didn't see anybody. It was a crowded room. Didn't see anybody else but her.
Yeah,
and then when she spoke, I couldn't get her voice out of my mind.
Yeah.
Again, I was 29, 30. And that was my first time. We always had puppy love and crushes, but the first time I fell in love, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. You're making me recalibrate the question, because I had two questions that were similar, and you fell into the second one. So I'm gonna recalibrate that question because you so eloquently put that, and change it from what makes her your choice to how do you know that you're in love? And
Well, I didn't, but I knew that was the one I was going to marry. When I
Yeah.
saw her.
yeah,
When I saw her, I said that. In fact, I told my buddy who we both were each other's best man, and we got married within a year of each other. When I told him that night, I said, I'm gonna marry her. And then the next weekend we went to Intis. My boys and I were going to Intis, and I said, she's gonna be there. And she was there.
Yeah.
He still to this day thought that was
These youngins don't know nothing about that Intis. These youngins don't know nothing about that Intis.
When I first moved to Chicago,
Glenn thought that was a restaurant.
That was the first club I went to when I moved to Chicago, Sean. Thank you very much.
You could walk from Jejuas to Jazz Oasis to Intis.
Yeah. Man, I see a lot of my people in the room tonight.
Man.
I appreciate y'all, man. I see y'all in here. Mario, Carmen. Glenn,
Yeah.
you don't have a heart, right? You was in the Wizard of Oz, right?
I got a heart.
All right. So if you have a heart, tell me how you know you're in love. You see baby blue in your dreams, like that turtleneck you're rocking. It looks good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna come off my turtleneck in a minute. Y'all are. I think I'm playing. Keep on with the turtle. Keep on. You have problems. Talk about my
choosing violence.
Yeah, y'all keep on. When do you know? Wow.
No, how do you know? What makes you know? You know specifically. Like somebody they might know because they baby toe.
It's when you get past, because there's a lot of fine ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you get past the beauty and you really start to see that person's heart. Because the beauty catches you, the heart keeps you. So once you know somebody's heart, and it's that mad combination that you just can't get away from, I think that's when you know.
Glenn heard my episode of this podcast that I was
on. I don't even listen to you. I don't even follow you.
Verbatim.
We're not even friends on Facebook.
Good job. That's the highest form of flattery.
Y'all not even friends in real life.
Yeah. Like,
that's a good one.
So, who's the love doctor? Me. That's my nickname. I gave it to myself, but that's beside.
You might be the love doctor Kevorkian. You're not the love doctor. What are you?
Ever since we did the show, Mel's been married, and Sean, you're in a relationship, and Mel's been married, and Sean's in a relationship.
That's where you got to stop, right?
Well, I do know.
Tell me, Robert. How do you know, Robert?
Turn. Let him have his
Hey,
turn.
Glenn, I'm fighting the urge to say, well, Robert, you should know at this point. But tell me, Robert, how do you know? How do you know you're in love?
He just forgot to answer.
Production team, put him on the single camera since he playing.
You got me on that one.
I'd only asked it twice. You didn't know it was coming your way. Phil, I done asked two people that question. You thought I was going to change it up for you?
You just know when you know, man. I mean, it's, for me, when I've seen some beautiful women, and
you got the spotlight.
Yes. Get this. I've seen some beautiful women, and beauty on the outside is not the thing that helps me to know. It's the beauty on the inside.
That don't mean I don't want it now. That don't mean I don't want it now.
Exactly.
Beauty on the outside might not be all you need, but it's like money. It don't change everything, but I'd rather live with it than live without it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Glenn, do you know? Did I give you the luxury of answering that question? You being such a asshole tonight, so I may not have let you ask
What
the
did I
question.
say? I didn't do nothing.
Everything you said tonight. Have you ever been in love? Do you know what makes you know you're in love, Glenn?
You did ask me that question. I mean, I can repeat the answer. It'd be like you play football. You like threw the red flag, and we going to replay now. Is that what we're doing?
I'm in concussion protocol. Well, let me answer it. I know when I feel like I have to be a representation of her. I have had experiences like Phil where just the sound of their voice made me know. You know, like that's a weird thing to have somebody's voice do something to you. You know what I'm saying? And I've been there, but I feel like that could be infatuation. It could be, that could be a lot of things. But at the end of the day, when it matters to me how I'm representing you, for the people that know we're together, and I am preoccupied with whatever I can do to make your life better and easier. Even more so than Robert, that's for you. I brought something for you. Even more so than my own. That's kind of when I know. That's kind of when I know. So
that's so sweet.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it.
There you go, the last chicken wing.
So let me ask you this. Since y'all have stopped, I want you to know about 6 weeks ago, y'all stopped helping me on this show.
Well,
does the Robert
does the record show? I didn't say a thing. That was Robert
yeah.
that time.
Do you think the way men are more inclined to love a woman, and I know this is a generalization, but do you think the way men are more inclined to love a woman requires some submission from that woman? Do you think men can love a woman that has no aspects of submission in her being?
Well,
Phil,
I know some men, a few that that wasn't part of their requirements, and they're cool with that. They're just different guys, and I know they're to this day they're still married. It's probably 25 years, going on 25 years, and it works. I don't know. I couldn't tell you unless I directly asked the brother if he's still in love. But he was in love when they first got together, and she has not changed. And that's cool. She's consistent. She's always been that way, and it works for them. But he is also, he's gone most of the time. On work, he works all the time. I think
he ain't around Anita to submit.
I think that plays a role in when you like somebody. Because to me, liking is much more important than the love part. Because if you like somebody, you can get over, all right, we had that out. Let's go. Are you hungry? Because you like them. But if it's just love, then sometimes that ain't gonna always work. But again, it depends on the guys. And like I said, I know a couple guys that's the way that their wife was when they first met them, and they're still that way, and they get along just right. But I think I know for a fact they really, really like each other, like best friends.
Yeah.
So that was a big difference. And I think that takes over. You fall in love, but I think when you realize she's your best friend, that's even cooler. That was one of the ways I did when I was single before I got married. All my girlfriends were my friends first. So even if stuff didn't work out, that's still my girl. Her family's still my friends. So that to me, that was always almost more important than being in love. Love is cool. I love you. I'll die for you. But I really, really like you, and I want you to be around. I need you to be okay. just my take on it.
I've always thought that no, that's real powerful. I've always thought that the friend the
Please.
friend aspect is
I'm
important.
not trying to shake the tree. Shit, I don't.
But I've always thought the friend aspect was important, but I don't necessarily dig the friend aspect if it's a prerequisite from the woman. Meaning, she has laid out these ground rules as her formula. And her formula says we have to be friends first, and then we can transition into romance. It's sort of like with the Steve Harvey 90-day thing. Like, if that's how you moving, keep it to yourself and let it play out that way. But once I hear it, to me, it dilutes the genuine aspect of us. So somebody that tells me we got to be friends first, I'm a man that has a lot of female friends and I take my friendship seriously.
Yep.
So if that's what we got to do first, there's a chance that you're going to get lost in that because I'm going to end up categorizing you in a way that I won't be able to see you romantically.
Yeah. I should have prefaced it and said that that's never spoken. That's just the way it happened.
Yeah.
It's never what has been spoken that way. It just happened.
Yeah.
And but falling in love and then trying to transition into friendship was tough for me because I realized, down the line in my marriage, actually she wasn't my friend.
Yeah.
I'd fallen in love and on my end, I'd never felt that way before. I'd never been in love before. So I forgot all my traditional ways of courting and everything else by making sure, that I actually liked her.
Yeah.
And I liked her family and we got along. Yeah. It was just,
Yeah.
We live it and learn and I don't do it again, but other people decide to do it a couple times.
Yeah. Robert, you have
I'm feeling some kind of way, Phil. I don't know, but but when I look at things, I've said this before that friendship is really important to me, and particularly liking someone. I always say this now is that I want you to like me. Because there are days where, you're not going to love me because we are all emotional. We all change and all that sort of stuff. But if you like me, you're going to still sleep in that bed with me, regardless of how mad you get or any of those things. You're still going to let me open up the door for you when we've went at it or something like that, or allow me to protect you and you protect me. But those things are important and also the whole friendship piece. Let's be friends first. And man, when we're friends first, that whole loving each other and sexual gratification it's going to be hotter. Ben.
Robert, I agree with you, but kind of in an opposite sense, because I think the loving part is the easiest. The liking part is the hardest for me.
I disagree.
So, yeah. Well, you already stated your point. I was going to state mine, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell me why.
Because here's why I disagree. When people get married, like me, the first thing that we say to each other when we're saying our vows is we love each other. But that love piece of it comes with conditions. Because if it didn't come with conditions, people would still be married to this day to the people that they confess their love to. Or when problems happen within those marriages, they would look for opportunities. That's all right, Roger. They look for opportunities to rekindle that love.
I think it's the love that comes without condition, not the like. We have family members that we love but won't leave alone in our house.
Perfect example.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
near me.
Yeah, I got some cousins, man, that I would go to the end of the earth for, but I'm not leaving them alone in my crib.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I love them, right? To me, like is just more genuine. If I like you, I like you. There's some people I know that I like. They don't even know I like them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I encounter them when I'm moving around or whatever, and it's like, man, I really, really, really like this person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Love is the one.
I appreciate that, Sean. I appreciate that.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's one of the reasons you have the corner bars are so popular, because guys come home from work, and before they go home from work, like, shit, let me go sit in here for a while because I got to go home.
I like those people.
Yeah, yeah. And Phil, they may be going home to somebody that they love, but makes their head hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, everybody's different, and everybody's right, because you got to define it for yourself, right? So I'm not at all saying, Robert, that you're inaccurate. I'm just saying that for me, as much as love is this major thing, like is more powerful for me, because I don't have to accept you in like. I can, in love, I have to accept you, good or bad. But in like, it's like I can take you or leave you in like. So if I like you, then that's a very powerful thing for me, Glenn, you seem like you had something cocked in your pistol.
No, I think I kind of agree with Robert about the like part, though. I think that's a real basis. I refuse to be in love with anybody that I don't like anymore, ever again.
Well, I think here's the thing. I think that you can love somebody and grow to not like them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that's where the rub becomes. But I think typically when you love somebody,
most people.
Right. Typically when you love somebody, you like them, but I think it's very possible to still love them, but to no longer like them. Right.
You know what you did. I don't love you either.
Right.
Mel, I saw you shaking your head with the love and like thing. I wanted to hear from you. You seem to agree with Robert and Glenn that like was more powerful.
I don't think love is unconditional. I don't think love is unconditional. I think love has conditions. Like,
thank you,
brother. If you want to put your hands on me, I got a condition. Don't put your hands on me. Like, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Robert, you thanked him, but I don't think he necessarily agreed with you. But go ahead.
He does agree with me. But keep
go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And I don't necessarily disagree with it can't be vocalized that a person wants to work on the friendship first before moving into romanticism. Like, it's not something that I would personally do, but if that's how somebody chooses to communicate, that wouldn't necessarily turn me off. I wouldn't be anti to that. At least I know what I'm dealing with, because in all actuality, you're doing me a favor. Like, if we can't be friends, then I don't want to be romantically involved seriously with somebody that I don't like. Now, if it's something to do, that's different.
Right.
I think, Mel, I think that works for a lot of people, but I was just speaking specifically for me.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I got it.
That doesn't really work for me. And it also feels a little dictated to. And for me, I think that process should be a very mutual, rhythmic kind of swing. And so if we come in the gate with you defining things, and how things are going and how they're gonna go and what needs to happen before they can be A, B, or C, then I don't think that I will experience that as a mutual interest.
So that triggers your whole memory of, here's my list of what I am and ain't gonna do.
See? The trigger moment for him. I wasn't gonna say it, Glenn, but it's a trigger moment for him.
Yeah, that was a trigger moment for you, Sean. I feel it.
Yeah. It's much like the whole Steve Harvey thing. Like, I think it's fine for a woman to say, hey, 90 days, before I'm going to open myself up intimately and sexually to this man. That's fine. But when you speak it, then you're telling me that you have the power to make me wait 90 days.
No, and then you have the power to make me
right. And then once I've earned it, or once you have crowned me worthy, and to me that just puts a different.
Then it ain't even good.
Well, so here's the flip side of that, right? Here's the flip side of that. Just to play the advocate for
not the devil, but the advocate.
I don't work for the devil.
Well,
as if the devil is anyway. That's all nothing. But
please, Mel. Let's
let's do this. Let's do this. So if a person believes that it would take a certain amount of time before another person's representative is not around, right? So if with the 90-day thing, I don't necessarily believe that vocalizing it is or isn't, whatever. But we know that a person can hold an image or a front or a whatever for a period of time. And so some people might be like, well, it's going to take me about 90 days to feel like if this is real or not. Because you could be real cool in the first 2 weeks, then show me something different.
Exactly.
Or the first 2.5 months. But it's going to be hard to hold that person, that representative for a long period of time. So I kind of get the 90-day thing. It's like a probationary period. Hell, you on your job.
Yep.
Okay. But can I give you a flip? Can I give you a flip?
Start till 90 days.
Can I give you a flip side on it, Mel?
Sure.
So
you're the host. You can do whatever you want.
No, that's not true.
Well,
I'm just the host. That don't mean I can do whatever I do. So by that same token, though, we all know, and this is a men's show, and we advocate for men and we support men and yada yada yada. We also know that men can be the most cunning, gutter bucket creatures walking the face of the earth when we decide it's something we trying to do or we want to accomplish. And so, by the same token, when you vocalize that, for some men, when that's really what their goal is, they just go, I just got to keep it tight for 90 days.
I'm setting my watch.
For 90 days, then I'm gonna blow that back out and I'm gonna disappear.
Exactly. I'm walking.
Yeah. So there's some validity to that perspective, but I also think that it begs to give attention to the other.
but what I said is I don't necessarily agree with it being vocalized. That's
right. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And I think
because then you put a target on it.
But I also think, Mel, that if you have the mentality to vocalize it, you're speaking to your ability to weaponize it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel compelled.
I don't know if everything is weaponized that way. I mean, like some people are just very different in their communication and don't mind being upfront. I don't think that necessarily means that they're weaponizing something. That just means that they set expectations and they talk about them. They're vocal about them. It doesn't have to be that it's a thing. You know what I mean? Like
I hear you. But do you think that somebody can weaponize something without that being their intention because they haven't unpacked it quite that way? So you approach it that way and you don't really realize that in actuality you could be weaponizing this thing.
Well, that's not whose actuality? Yours, theirs. You know what I mean?
The two people involved are the ones that matter. So if the guy's experiencing it that way, that doesn't have any value.
Well, but the
Not
problem
that it doesn't have any value, but who says that the guy's experiencing it that way?
I'm giving you that as a scenario. The guy's experiencing it that
variables. Way. It's far too many variables to you're gonna have to go through all the letters of the alphabet next to the numbers, time the square root in the whatever of the parabola of all the shit to get the answer.
Trigonometry
I don't think it's that complicated. But I tell you what, if I'm ever single again and you want to make me wait 90 days, keep it to yourself.
It's not. I mean, if you get the feeling, again, this is a men's show talking men's stuff that it's taking a little bit too long than the norm.
Right.
Then obviously she ain't the only one that I'm doing this with.
Right, exactly.
So you can make me wait 90 days while I'm still dating the other two where I ain't got to wait. Yeah, and when you decide to come on, like you said, then it's okay after 90 days, then I do the deed.
And then I'm come into the foyer.
I'm sorry, women. Prince ain't playing the door when we have sex with y'all. Some of you.
Thank you.
We don't hear the song. Angels don't cry. And there's not a choir. There is somebody out there that ain't waiting 90 days. When you give him that 90-day period, somebody else has a 30-day same as cash policy.
Exactly.
So
here's the other thing. Here's the other thing.
I'm going for the lower interest rate. That's what I'm going for.
It's a lower interest rate.
Here's the other thing.
Stressed on live in the do not necessarily represent those of Mel Robertson in the parties he represents.
I think that we also have to acknowledge the audition culture that exists.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and so I mean that's a real thing. Like it or not, you know, like my perspective or not, a lot of times, you know, men are put in the role of auditioning and showing themselves worthy, and you know, you got to show yourself worth something. Feel that ain't even that good when you get it.
See, when I said that, it wasn't good. You didn't want to hear that.
No, I ain't got no problem with that's the truth. You know, look. You don't want me to. Y'all think I speak freely. You don't want me to speak freely.
No,
So,
John, we done held you back for the last 2 weeks, and we ain't heard the end of it. So please speak freely, please, my brother, speak on it.
that was almost funny, Glenn. That was almost funny.
Water now, because y'all done got me off.
Okay. My hand is being spanked.
Oh, dude, you listen to the producers. Don't listen to the producers. This is your show. We run this show.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Who gonna check us, boo? Who gonna check us in the back?
You said boo.
Hey, don't make Keisha Rose put a t-shirt on.
Right, I'm about to have a whole hand across my.
Next show, I'm gonna be limping because kids on West Side on me, hit me with a bat. Something that won't show no bruises, like hit you in the knee.
Unfortunately, man, I can't read my own handwriting. I wrote something down that I wanted to ask y'all.
Oh, the unintentional comedy in this show.
I can't.
Oh my God! Let me go and look at my notes.
Robert, I think you should host. How about that?
Oh Lord, no.
Yeah,
the lower interest rates. The lover of lower interest rates.
Hey, Phil, I would love to sit in the back seat. Yeah, and fall asleep.
Now you do.
You know? Look, sit in the back seat and fall asleep and wake me up when we get there.
When we get there. When we get there.
Hey man, do you think the reality of being in love, do you think that it is something that is, I don't know, do you think it's something that is conditional? Do you think once you're in love, do you think you'll always love the person? Here's what's always been my belief. I believe that if you put love on a scale and like this is the middle and this is in love and it goes bad, I think in our minds we feel like it diminishes and starts over, when in actuality it pivots. So however deeply you love that person, when it goes bad, that's how deeply you, I don't want to use other words, but that's how deeply you don't love that person. Do you guys think that's true, or do you think there are degrees of being in love? Robert?
I thought you were going to.
Yeah, you.
For the first time, I'm glad he asked Robert first.
Yeah, well, Robert was staring off into the stratosphere.
I didn't even understand the mail with
the first time I'm having Robert gets the first question.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even just,
I should always ask Robert the first question. But
yeah, you should, but I mean,
that's a whole nother culture. Do you believe there are degrees of being in love or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
yes, I do.
Talk to me.
I think love does come with degrees. I mean, that's
bachelors, masters.
That's why I told
that was easy.
That we need to start with like, because if we go from like to love, and love has varying degrees, because it could be this season of love, it could be that season of love. It's all of those different things, and there's no finite 100% love, and we know what that's going to look like in a relationship.
One of my friends said, "I loved all my men's."
Yeah, I have been loved by many.
You've been loved.
That's what the word is on the street.
That's that Aries in you. That's right.
That's what the word is on the street. I definitely don't. I don't hate anybody I've ever been in love with. I just acknowledge the fact that it was what it was. I admit a space of growth for me is that when love goes bad, I have and this
That's
is me
true,
being fully
June.
transparent. What'd you say, Robert?
That's the truth.
June says that there's a pain. Pain has the power
to diminish love.
to
Yes.
diminish love, and I actually
So true.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. If you put me through a lot of pain, I am no longer loving you the way I once loved you.
You
And I might hate
know what you did.
Yeah, I might hate you.
Here's my biggest frailty, and I'll be super transparent and speak it. I still struggle when the love goes south. It makes me question everything that happened before it failed.
Yeah, if it was
When
really love.
when it goes bad, when it goes bad, it's hard for me to believe any of it was genuine and legitimate.
Right, but that's a human condition. We all.
Yeah.
Do you think so? I thought that was unique to my retarded behind. You know?
I guess
Well, you might
always
be
challenge
retarded,
your
but it's
sensibilities
still.
in choosing the person and how you went about the relationship. You look at what you did wrong. You look at what they did wrong. Then sometimes you go like, how in the hell did I ever get with this person? So there's a lot that goes through your mind at the end of a relationship.
Yeah, I feel like it was all bullshit, even though it was amazing for 2 or 3 years. You know,
I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel that it was all. I'm able to separate what was legit and what was not. The challenge is like when you find out somebody's lying to you consistently, then I question, how much of what they said was true, but the actual experiences I'm okay with.
Yeah.
It's live and learn.
Because it's a teachable moment, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's just me being transparent, and that's still a struggle of mine. So especially if it ends bad, then if it ends over some drama or some,
would that matter if the relationship ended bad versus if it just ended and you guys talked about it? Is there a difference?
I think so because for me, ended bad can mean a lot of things, right? But for me, if there is malicious intent in any act that you committed, then I'm never going to see you the same. If I right, if I felt like your goal was to hurt me, right, and that was what you chose to do, like full transparency. Somebody I dated prior to my current situation, when we split, they went and did a nude shoot with a photographer I once had a beef with.
So you think they did that on purpose?
Whether they did or not, that was how I experienced it. I'm like, of all the money you can go shoot with, you want to go take your clothes off with a dude that me and him was beefing at a time.
But if it's after you split, why does it matter?
Well, my point is the malicious intent. It has nothing to do with the relationship. It's the fact that you would take a moment to try intentionally to cause me pain.
But you know what? I think it's human to do a post-mortem on any relationship, whether it ended bad or ended good. You're not learning if you're not looking at that relationship and taking something away from it.
And how long you mourn? Because I had shit to do, so I can't, continue. I lived it, learned it. I had to experience it.
Yeah.
I took notes. I won't do that again. I won't do that again.
Right.
I won't do that anymore.
Because that's the lesson.
But it's important to get that lesson and get it out of the way so that you can get ready for whatever is supposed to come to you.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is how I view that person going forward. Like, and that's whether it's romance or not, right? That could be Phil and I friends, and then Phil does something that I know his intention was to hurt me emotionally. I'm gonna see him differently after that. If I know that he took the time to go, let me put this Negro in the bed. I hope he can't get out the bed for 2 weeks. Behind to me, that's just a personal thing. Like if you do something that I feel like is specifically designed to cause me pain, I'm always going to see you a certain way. That don't mean we're not going to be cool. And I see you in the Walmart, I'm going to run up on the back of your ankle with my cart. I'm not saying that, but you're categorized very differently.
Well, it kind of sounds like it. That you might, Phil, you got to watch out for those carts when he's in
that Achilles. He gonna get that Achilles. He gonna go
Walmart.
Achilles.
But I mean, dude, really, what the hell? Do we really care about?
Robert, you're missing my point. It's not about caring. What I'm saying is, if you do that to me, then I'm categorizing you in a particular way. I don't care where you go with the rest of your life, but I'm saying you are forever in a particular space with me because you made it a point to try to cause me pain.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not laying awake thinking about it. Yeah,
Robert, you're an Aries. Don't play. We don't forget nothing. We don't.
I'm trying. That's why I'm in therapy, man. I'm trying.
That's just called being petty, and that's okay. Being petty.
Yeah, right. It's okay.
Hey, man, we got about 9 good minutes, and I don't know what anybody has on their mind. Mel, if you want to do any kind of song list, Phil, if you want to share with us, man, how well this project you're working on is going. I get so excited, man, when I'm on social media and I see the stuff you're doing, man. It just, I don't know, it makes me feel good, man.
I'm proud because everybody else proud. I'm proud of the selfies everybody's taking. That's organic. I get calls from marketing companies asking me, how did you start that marketing? I said, no, that's just organic. And I'm proud because everybody else is proud.
And that lets you know, man, it's divinely appointed. You know what I'm saying? But why don't you take a minute or two, man? Let us catch us up on it, man. Let us know how it's going.
Yeah.
What the projections are, what your challenges have been, what the victory stories have been. Let us know what's happening.
So it's called 43 Green. If everybody doesn't know, it's right in Brownsville at 43rd and Calumet and Prairie, right at the Green Line. And it's the first building. We started it 12 months ago, and it will open for leasing April 1st. We put out a website in August, and right now that site has 450 people on it for a 100-unit building. It's a lot of studios, 1 and 2 bedrooms. All what we're doing there is just help to repopulate that area, bring a lot of amenities that we always drive someplace else to go. We drive to Hyde Park. We drive to West Loop. So this is just bringing that all to where we can walk to it. We got 2 more buildings to put up. We break ground on the second building over where the old Negro League used to be right on Prairie. That's another 10-story, 100-unit. Got a lot of new retail coming in, restaurants, everything that we would, like I said, that we get in our cars to go drive away. We're going to make sure we can walk to it. And it's just cool. I mean, I'm proud because so many people are, neighbors are proud. The people in the community are proud. And we're bringing in a lot of Black-owned, well-known restaurants from all over the city, some suburbs. We got a lot of national brands that want to come in, but we're holding off to make sure we have the local Black brands that we know and love. Getting a lot of interest from Hyde Park. I mean, you would never think that some of those Hyde Park establishment would ever leave, but you guys are going to be surprised and really happy to see. And we got a lot of other good things going on. We're going to be working from King Drive to Indiana on both sides. The rest of the city, CTA is putting $20 million into completely redesigning the station. Streets and the street department's putting in a couple $1 million to completely redo the streetscape, new lights, sidewalks, a whole bunch of new stuff. So it's just really cool to see. It's a lot of work. I can't build it. I'm not a builder. I only been doing this for 2.5 years. What I do is I herd cats. I keep everybody moving from government to community to all of that. I just keep it moving. Challenges, I am really fortunate. I didn't come in with a lot of baggage from being, all the negative stuff in development. I have had very few challenges with this. The team is outstanding. We got great people on the ground, great people in the back office, and we just keep going, man. It's really cool. It's really cool to be not only a developer but an owner. It's just, and I appreciate everybody that sends all the love. I mean, it's neighbors are excited again, and we're gonna keep on going. Alderman Dow has been nothing but solid and right behind us the whole time. So I appreciate you giving me the platform to talk about it. It's really
man, well, we're really proud of you, man. We see you do that, and we see us do that because you're a reflection of us, man. And so, we champion everything that you're trying to do, man, and we appreciate it, man. Bronzeville, I'm no longer in Bronzeville. I'm in South Shore now, but Bronzeville remains, man, my favorite location in the city, man. If I was ever going to throw a coin up and say, hey, where you want to land, it would be Bronzeville, man. So we're really just proud of you. And anytime, man, even if you just have an announcement about it that you need to make or whatever, man, even if you're not a guest that week and there's something big enough that you think, we all should know or our collective community should know, reach out to us, man, and we'll pop you in for a time and let you say what you need to say, man, and make sure everybody's aware of what you're doing, man. But at the end of the day, we're very proud of you, and we're proud to call you one of our own and our friend, and we want to make sure you know that we have your back.
My friends are cool. I appreciate all of you.
Yeah.
I like hashtag, Phil.
That's hashtag. I'll let you know when the groundbreaking is for the second one and when the opening is for the first one. So
I would say you're gonna drop a sip and savor in it, but it's so close, ain't no need,
Yeah, he's already close enough. We got another coffee shop that's gonna be there.
Is that right?
We got soul food. We got one of the top Mexican restaurants out of Little Village coming in. People gonna be happy.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. Hey, man, it's the weekend. It's almost the weekend before Valentine's Day, man. Anybody got anything they want to say or share before we get out of here? We got about 3 minutes.
I'll still be mourning the football season coming to an end. So
I know
man. Every Sunday I'm at my brother's, man, watching football with my older brother, man. So it's a drag.
Practice starts again in June. So
Glenn, what you got for me in the last 2 minutes? Anything?
We're heading to Atlanta Saturday for Hearts and Vines. So Wine Crawler's back in Atlanta, the relaunch there. So we're excited about that. One of many. We are now looking at probably hitting up 20 cities this year for Wine Crawl. So we're really excited. We're launching in Phoenix and Portland later on this month as well. So I am really excited. And we're doing the Wine Crawl weekend in Chicago once Robert gets it all together.
That's right.
Gets it on track at the end of March. So everybody stay tuned for that too.
Yeah, I'll be doing some photography work for you gentlemen.
Yes, you will.
Right.
Around that time. Robert, you got anything you want to share with the good people before?
No, I just wanted to say that as Glenn has already said, Wine Crawl Saturday in Atlanta. For the first 5 ladies that buy a ticket, I will buy you some drinks, wine that is, on Saturday night in Atlanta.
Hey man, send me the information specific. One of my best friends, man, lives in Alpharetta and might want to do that. So send me that information so I can send it to me in a way that I can shoot it to her if she wants to.
What Robert didn't mention is all the drinks are free if you buy a ticket. So he's not really buying you drinks, being there, women. But please buy a ticket.
Phil, you see the deception?
Now, why do you have to? I mean, from a sales perspective, boss, this is kind of how we do things.
It's the deception.
Yeah, we kind of talk.
Mel,
big switch. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Mel, on the eve of your first Valentine's Day with the Queen, what you got, man? Anything on your mind? Anything you want to share?
Not really.
That was riveting, Mel.
That was a good one.
As always. Thank you.
You doing anything, man, you want to share? Speaking engagements? You're always talking to 10,000 people over 10,000 different cities. I mean, you got to be somewhere doing something that people need to know.
Not public stuff. We're handling stuff for private clients right now. I don't have any public things that I'm doing. Actually, though, I will say congratulations to the Lady Owls of Ogden High School. My boy Simeon Henderson, who we've had on the show, is the head coach of the women's basketball team there, and he brought me in to do some performance coaching and mindset coaching for the girls, and they won sectional. They won the city championship for their section, for their division this past Tuesday, so we celebrated that. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, just still helping people actualize their goals. That's my life.
Hey man, we'll give the Queen a collective Valentine's Day hug from the fellas, and it'll be that Christian side hug though. And and everybody watching, we thank y'all, man, for rocking with us for the last 3 years, 3 seasons. Phil, I don't know, this is maybe your 3rd or 4th time, man, but we enjoy you and all that you bring, man, to the show. Already looking forward to the next time that you're on with us.
Appreciate you.
You cats, I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And everybody watching, we'll see you next Thursday at 9 o'clock right here. And I'll see y'all in the green room for sure.
Join us, Indie TV, where you will see the talk shows, movies, drama, action, and comedy. Be the first and see it first. Sign up now for free at Indie TV.